ladies and gentlemen, to Season 11. We're here with Round 1. It's a brand new day for the Sim Racing Alliance. It's going to be a little bit more punishing out here during qualifying.
It's definitely a hard one here. It's what it's like. It's very, very punishing.
For all the way in Germany, this will be the first time we see this in the team series here. This is a track where you will be driving the track, not as much driving the drivers on the track.
Very brave is the Ferrari to get the move done.
He does get the position done.
Oh, huge contact, and they're both going to go around. It's going to be a huge move up the inside.
He's been using every bit of the track.
Pedal to the metal, foot to the floor.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another race here at SRA with Division 2. We're at round 7, second to last race of the season. And we are at Brands Hatch in England this week. Normal track temperatures for a change. No nighttime, no rain. I'm in the booth today with Connor Farrell and Fazli Majid. So I have an extra person tonight. And we're going to let Fazli go over the track. I'm having a problem with the word track today. The track map for this one.
Well, we're
you guys all about
England,
it.
so we can call it the racing circuit.
Oh, okay.
The
You do that,
motorcourse.
Yeah, so this is Brands Hatch, very undulating course, very narrow, very hard to overtake on. We start off on the Brabham Straight. It's goes uphill, and then there's a blind, very, very steep drop down the Paddock Hill bend to the right, and instantly jumps back up to Drewitz into turn 2. Really tight hairpin, gear 1, gear 2 for most cars. And then immediately swaps back downhill again for a 90-degree left-hander into Graham Hill bend. A short straight into Surtees, another left-hander, really long, really late apex is usually a good place for cars to set up an overtaking maneuver into the end of the straight that follows that into a Hawthorne bend, the high-speed right-hander, first of 3. It's an uphill climb then to Westfield. You get through the small right-hand curve of Dingledell into turn 7, and then
Turn 7
quick
is,
burst.
is
Yeah.
I think, my favorite turn in all of motorsports.
Yeah,
When
turn
you
7.
nail it, it feels so good.
Yeah, that whole sequence of 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of commitment, a lot of time you can gain or lose in there. And after turn 7, you got the really quick, short, sharp Sterling's left-hander 90-degree turn 8. And then you have the final turn 9 Clark curve, which leads you back onto the Brabham Straight. So not a long lap here. I would say a quali lap. I would expect this guys up here to be doing low 23s, maybe even to the 22s. It's gonna start off with a fast track for the silver guys. I think 18 degrees, and then it should rubber in to optimum for the gold drivers.
That was a much more informative probably than anything I've done with it. So thank you, Fazli. We'll take a look at the driver standings for the season. We are at the second to last race coming up, so not too many opportunities for points.
No, but that doesn't mean that Evan Kim is perfectly safe. He's got a lead of 58 points, excuse me. He's got a lead of 58 points at 5:46 over Victor Diaz, who is pretty safe from Doug, who's 129 points behind him, or behind the leader. Yeah. That's how the math works. Evan's safe from his teammate. He's not safe from Victor. Doug is in third, Douglas Mitchell. followed by Josh Damiani and Simon Goriel. Arced is next in 6th place. The one name still throwing me off. Followed by Brian Anderson, Roy Key, Andrew Reif, and C. Logan for gold. Actually, I should be doing it by that. Yeah, followed by Austin Gardner in 11th, Paulie Hartman, Kevin Kovac, Andy Speed, Matt Anastasi, Matthew Higgs, Max Diggs, Ian Wheeler, Nick Wagner, Cody Platt, and Eduardo Rodriguez. The Silver Championship is quite a bit closer. Nico Suave is behind Donovan Colton by only 11 points. You don't get to a full race win level of points until 14th in the silver standings. So that's a whole lot closer.
Look at
Should I go through the whole silver standing too?
that.
I forget if we do that.
Usually I do like the top 5 or 10.
Okay, well, top
Folks,
10
know?
in silver are Donovan Colton, Nico Suave, Matt Artem, Selena Boonstra, and Andre Lloyd, Martin Smith, Kurt LeMay, Jess Osborne. We still haven't asked about his first name, Sodre, and Ein Byron.
He's Ian.
Then
Like
Ian Byron.
Yeah, it's a special way of Ian.
I've never seen it spelled that way. I apologize, Ian.
That's okay.
And then our team championship. I think Champion Motorsports of Badminton's pretty solidly have it with a gap
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
262.
I'm looking in the pit lane right now, and Evan Kim's already doing donuts. I think he's celebrating. So
Yeah, that sounds about right. So they're followed by sister team Moose on the Loose, also from Champion Motorsports. Then we've got Wave Rippers, the Hooligan Racing Birds, and Madhouse Racing. Huge faffing fans are your top 5 for the team championship. Personally, I'm rooting for the Faff car, not gonna lie.
Just because of the name.
Well, and they've got that beautiful Faff plaid livery, you know?
Oh, that's
who
right.
Can hate it?
They
Yeah.
do have a really fancy livery there.
And the rest of the top 10 for the team championship is Smudge Motorsports, and then the 2 Red Eye Racing teams of Emar, Chungus Racing, and Full Throttle Therapy, followed by America United Racing, and then Lunar Motorsports from Comic Racing.
The silvers are lining up to go out for their quali laps here. We've got 1 second, and there they go. Selena Boonstra in the lead of this got out first.
Look at that, and for once we know who's going to be the first to set a lap.
I know, right?
Usually
Look
we
at
lose
that.
track.
We do. Well, usually we don't make it on until the silvers have already gotten partway through this out lap or even have started their first laps, and we're kind of juggling to figure out who's where. But look at us
Yeah, that
go.
was pretty good timing.
Yeah, we did all right this time. So yeah, no, that's and Donovan Colton, if I remember correctly, is he our silver leader for the season?
So I just clicked away from it. Let me check. Yes,
I was
that
hoping
is
you would
correct.
remember it.
Yes. We have so many drivers. Yes, Donovan is our silver leader by 11 points.
Nice, but that's not too many. And then who's right behind him?
Nico Suave and Matt Artem are hot on his tail.
So that
Honestly, so is Selena, so is Andre, so is Martin. That's a spread of only 40 points, just those 6 drivers.
yeah, that's pretty tight. So you might see some hard racing on the silver side of things. And I know a lot of people complain that there aren't too many passing opportunities on this track, but I know that Bosley just gave us at least one on the track map when he was going over that.
yeah, it would be this corner that Selena just cleared right here. It's a really tricky one, really late apex. So this one is doing right now, actually, I believe.
30s.
Yep.
Turn 4.
So the ID line, you take it really wide, and it leaves you open for on the inside for a dive bomb, or if you defend the inside, then the car behind you can take the attacking line and line you up into this really high-speed right-hander here. We've seen a lot of incidents up there, let's say. Wouldn't be surprised if more happened tonight.
Wouldn't be surprised. Oh. And this is actually my favorite passing opportunity, this little straight here, because if you can get on the right side of the track and hold the inside for basically the last turn and the first turn, that's almost a free position. You just got to hang on.
Yeah, I always enjoyed this track. It's a nice one.
So first laps are coming in now. Selena's P1 provisionally with a 24.7. Quickly replaced by Zhao Soder with a 24.4.
Was that how we say it?
And
Wow, that's
instantly displaced. I believe that's how you say it based on soccer players with the same name.
Well, that'll be easy to remember. That's actually very simple.
Unless I've been mispronouncing all of those names, which could be happening. Lap times quickly tumbling here. Selena's original first lap 24.7 is already down to 24.2 right now. By Krauchik sitting in P1.
So Marvin's
The
about
best-
to, if he can hold on to his improvements, he'll move up some.
Yep. Everyone just set a nice banker lap, and pretty much everyone except one or two people are rapidly improving on their times.
Yeah, Selena's about to steal pull back
Yeah.
for herself. Up 0.8 on
Yeah,
the
and-
last lap.
And watch Matt Schwartz as well is improving by about a second. And he goes P1.
And Marvin's also about 0.8.
Yeah,
So
he's
he'll
doing.
take it back again.
Yep, so it's
Yep.
it's 18 degrees, track's fast, so it's still rubbering in. It's gonna track evolution's big factor here. It's gonna get faster with every lap the more drivers are on track. So we've got 14 silver drivers out here. I don't know if that's gonna be enough for them to hit optimum on their final flying lap. I believe last night in the D1 race, we had, I think 17 drivers, and our final lap was optimum. That's not to say it's not still getting better anyway. You just see Selena just correcting a huge slide there.
Sorry.
Nico Suave is
Yep.
improving on his lap quite a bit here.
Yeah, I was gonna hop over to him after we.
Oh, someone's off track. Car 551 is returned to garage.
Rowdy Burns.
So Nico here, 6/10 up. Well,
He lost a lot of time in that corner. I'm not quite sure what happened.
we happened.
Well, aside from that.
I was trying to avoid doing that to him, but brings him
He's
up
still-
to P2.
Yeah. Very good improvement still.
Yeah, still a big improvement. Was about 1 or 2 tenths loss after the camera shown on him. And then Selena now here making some improvements that will bring her up to P2 or P1 if she can hang on to it.
Oh, she has another snap of oversteer. Just manages to keep it on.
Keep an eye on her teammate Jess for a minute. Give her a break. See how he's doing with his.
And Selena holds on to her time. She's going to steal pole back.
Yep. He
With
just.
a 1:23.7.
That she did. So, Selena, you're welcome. We took the pressure off of you.
But Nico Suave
Suave.
is gaining quite a bit and rounding the final corner now. He's about to steal it right back.
Up. That corner exit was not the best, but he gets it.
Oh, he narrowly hung on.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the top 3 within half a tenth right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Nico Suave currently holding the best sectors 1 and 2, but Selena has the best sector 3 by a couple of tenths. So
Panzo Rigatoni just took best sector 2, it looks.
he did. Everyone knows Alexis is best at the high-speed cornering.
Is it? Is that so?
No.
He was, yeah. Panzo's got a lot of experience in that machine, so...
I think you might have gotten your race notes from Lexus Marketing,
Yeah.
aka the Badmans.
Yeah, they certainly make it look easy when they're out there, don't they?
They make it look like a wildly dominant car.
Yeah. So now, back here you've got Donovan Colton, who is the current Silver Division lead for the season, making
Jumps
it
up to 7th place.
P7.
Very good improvement.
Yeah, it's a minute to go, and for silver qualifying, none of the top 3 are improving.
Nico's flirting
P4 is
with
in
it.
the pits. There's Matt Schwartz in the pits, so that's it. He's done.
Yeah, none of them have the time to get back around to start a new lap. So for the top 3, that's it time-wise.
Yeah.
Although
Probably,
Suave is not
practice
far in the red. Suave can, if he has a couple of really good corners, he can improve his time a little bit.
Looks like Donovan lost some time there, and unless he can get a really good exit coming out of this last turn.
Yeah, Krochik is also improving. I don't think it's going to be enough for P1, but it might. Well, you know, if it's enough for P2 or 3, it's going to be enough for P1, so it might be.
He's
Oh,
coming
he loses
around
it.
Yeah.
He loses it in sector 3 here.
But he's got a good exit on this, and maybe not. He did for a half a second. Selena here, though, had a 10. Sorry, Selena. And our gold drivers have gone out. Now here, I'm going to bet... I was going to bet Evan is... No, Evan is not leading the bunch.
No, that would be Roy Key.
Roy got out ahead of them. All right, so we'll keep an eye on Roy. Actually, the silver drivers doesn't look like anybody who is out is going anywhere.
It's
Most
way
of them
down
bailed.
on that time, and I'm gonna guess she's just practice her pit entry right here
Yeah.
Most
for the
likely.
last time.
Always a smart thing to do, especially here where the pit entry is a bit tricky.
It's yep, tricky and can be very punishing if you don't do it right.
While they're on their qualifying out laps, though, I would like to give a special shout out to Sir Douglas Mitchell, whose birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Doug.
We'll see if the rest of D2 will decide to gift him a win, maybe. Or if he'll just take it.
Yeah, I don't, at this point, as much as his team is ahead, I don't think they're going to give him anything.
I think the
but
only person who could gift him a win is his teammate.
Teammate Evan. Yeah, I think you might be right.
You're not nice to everybody else in the division.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
What do you
Just
mean?
assuming that Evan's gonna be in front, and Doug's gonna be right behind him.
We're just going off of past statistics, you know?
Historical
You're probably right.
statistics. Exactly. See.
We are a fact-based broadcast.
Yep. And if we don't know the facts, we make them up.
Yep. So they're all on their first, most of them are on the first flyers right now. A couple of people opting to leave the pits a little later.
Not a bad strategy. Get a nice big area of clean air.
Evan just invalidated his lap.
Ooh, that's a rough start.
I don't think this is a track you want to try his. He wants to try his power card strategy of starting from the pit lane and fighting through the field. Doesn't work quite well in this one.
I don't know. It could work out. I started at the back of the grid in my race yesterday and managed to finish 11th. And that's with a spin that cost me about half of the places I gained at one point. So it's possible.
Nice.
The times are just coming in. Josh Damiani is in the lead of gold so far with a P5.
Yep. He sets a 123.8 and immediately invalidates his next lap. Just loses it at turn 1, I assume. Yeah, we've got a couple of drivers. Art, who's sitting in P12 right now. He's just started, just about partway through his lap, and he is...
he's up enough to take pole.
Yeah, he's up enough to be provisionally P1 if he keeps it up.
It's a huge jump for first sector alone.
Yeah, Art, I believe, who qualified near the front last week at Zandvoort. Surprising, I think, most people.
Did he get P2 last week? I feel like we had him in the booth.
I think she did.
We should really write that kind of stuff down, shouldn't we?
We should.
Yep.
He is way up right now.
Yep. 7/10 up.
Roy Key is a 24.0 his first lap.
Evan Kim
That puts
took
him P9.
P1 with a 123.4, and Arc just took that from him with a 123.4. They are 300ths apart. I'm in Goriel here. With 6/10 up, but still.
Yeah,
only...
Higgs. Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say Higgs is still yet to set a lap. He's on an invalid lap right now. Still, it's the only driver right now who still hasn't set a time yet.
Hopefully he gets one in. That's a very frustrating situation when you don't have a time on the board and you just can't seem to put a lap together, even a banker lap.
Maybe we can ride on board with Doug, who's coming around to finish his lap. We can ride on board for a full lap with him.
Woohoo!
He's actually on quite a fast one right now. Doug's coming right around to round the last corner. This might be good enough to put him up about P2, P3. So let's see. So he's coming right around on the straight here. He's gonna swoop over to the left. He's gonna hit the brakes right before the pit exit line. Late apex down, third gear. He goes a bit wide. Don't hit the dirt. You're gonna break down to first, second gear right for the number 1 board. Hug it tight. Don't ride the curb. You're gonna power out. Immediately move the car over to the right. Down to second gear. Hug the inside and power out early. Stay on the red and white curbs. You're gonna watch for the orange marker on the board on the right side. Break down to second or third. Try not to stay too far out wide here because it's bumpy. You're gonna engage traction control. Now you're gonna wait for the number 1 board on the left. You're gonna brake probably just before the board, just at the board. Depending on the car, third or fourth gear. Power out, quickly come back in again before the 1 down to third gear. See how brave you are. You're gonna use a lot of the exit here. He could have used a lot more out there actually. Same thing up here, look for the number 1 on the right. Down to third gear, cut that. That was a bit too much probably. And same thing here, down to third or second. Hook the inside, power out, then you're gonna look for the 1 on the left, down to third again for the final corner. It's off camber. You're gonna wanna be patient on throttle here so you don't wash out wide. And then it's flat to the line. And Doug is definitely not improving on this lap.
Oh. So in the meantime, Roy Key has taken P1. with a 123.28.
Evan immediately
not
takes it
Evan.
back.
Yeah, Evan took it. Roy had it as a 123.3, and then Evan took it just now. It's about a 200th of a difference between the two. Oh, Simon Goriel now has taken it from Evan with a 123.23. So I've never thought I would think of a half of a 500ths to be like a healthy lead.
Yeah, but on this grid, it is.
It is.
Let's see. Higgs is on course to jump a few spots.
Is Higgs.
He's down in 20th.
Aha.
I think this could put him 16th, maybe?
3 tends to be a 23.7, which would, yeah. Well, yeah, but between 11th and 13th.
That much more? I wish this program would do that math for me.
Be, yeah, be a about a 123.6 or 123.7. So any.
Yeah, we're down to under a minute and 20 seconds here. So last 1 or 2 laps,
12.
everyone.
And Andy Gardner, who is at P14, he is almost a half a second up, which will bring him up in the top 5.
Andrew Reif is on a pretty good one as well. He's going to jump several spots here.
Yeah, and
up to P5.
5. Go Andrew. So if Gardner can hold on to this one, but, you know.
Goriel, who's currently P1. Oh, I was going to say he was way up, and then he just invalidated his lap.
Oh,
so that's it for him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Evan's on a lap, but he's not improving. Roy Key's not improving.
Gardner took P8, so it brought him into the top 10. Arct is flirting with improvement. Up and down.
Doug in P7 is not improving, and if he's gonna get a win today, there's a lot of people are gonna have to give him gifts. So,
and I'm not sure if he's gonna get. Nope, he goes into the pits. So Roy Key is our last gold driver to start a fresh lap.
Oh, he's on a fresh one. Okay. Arct
he managed to get across the line in time.
Up.
Yep.
He wants that pullback.
Arct is still going, even though it's showing me a checkered flag for him. I'm not sure if he knows.
Yeah. Up. Gardner is still out also.
Time's bleeding away for Roy Key there. He's gonna need a really good sector 3, but he's just losing even more time right now.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not.
He's like, that's it. That might have been the area where he had the improvement to make, and
so we got top 3 within a 10th. Well,
yeah,
really, you got top 8 within 3 tenths. So
let's see, 2 minutes. In that 2 minutes, let's hear a word.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
All right, and back to our race here. They're getting ready to start. And we are taking off.
Your championship leader, Evan Kim, is going to have the outside line going into turn 1. Should be maybe a faster line, but more dangerous line. We'll see how aggressive he's going to be for the race start here.
So the order is Simon Goriel, Evan Kim, Roy Key, Art, Andrew Reif, Max Diggs, Douglas Mitchell, Andy Gardner, Austin Gardner, Andy Speed.
There you go.
Nico Suave, Brian Anderson, Selena Boonstra, Ethan Marvin, Matt Higgs, C. Logan, Matt Schwartz, Josh Damiani, Michael Schwartz. Okay, Josh Damiani, Paulie Hartman, Panzo Rigatoni. Do we know the first? Andre, Alex. Who's Andre? Andre's later. Alex Krawczyk, Kevin Kovac, Donovan Colton, Jess Osborne, Andre Lloyd. There's Andre. So Andre's in the taxi. Okay. Ian Byron, Mr. Saudre, Rowdy Burns. Now I knew I have to. My brain has to go Rusty Burns and then Rowdy Burns. Matt Smith, Martin Smith, Zach Sky, and Matt. There's the Matt. I've tried Matt a couple times. Yep. There are.
So they're forming up now for the start. Sector 3.
Simon really establishing this pole position up there.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Evans probably trying to push his stay as far forward as he can. It's a bit tricky because it's a curve as you go around the corner here to place your car in the right spot. So he's going to go green any second here. Goriel looks to be in a good position here for the start.
The inside line is definitely preferred here.
Yep. Evan immediately accelerates up to get some sort of overlap. So Roy there trying to sneak a nose inside. Everyone seems to be going through cleanly. They're coming up to turn 2, the hairpin. Yep, Druids, and everyone's being nice and patient here. Very respectful. As you further back the field, we've got some position swaps as everyone's driving side by side.
They're keeping it clean, though. Everyone's on track.
Yep. Here you see Evans lining up. Goriel looks to have a better exit. We'll see if he can close up the gap. Goriel, I would expect to defend the inside line if he feels he needs to. That will compromise his exit speed. Oh, places his car well. Takes a little bit of a big bump there, but nothing too bad.
And these three guys qualified very close.
Yeah. Further down the field, we have Josh Damiani, I think, just lost a few positions. Lost about 3 positions through that sequence of high-speed corners.
Logan is down 6 positions as well. I'm not sure what happened to him early on. And Jess down 7.
Yeah.
Jess is even going into the pits already, so he must have had some contact
Yeah.
we didn't see.
Yeah.
Or he's just going for a very bold strategy.
Yep. So more action further down. They're bunching up further down the field here as they start the second lap.
Got Brian Anderson and Gardner switching places, and more going on.
Yeah, Brian Anderson having to take that inside line here. It's going to compromise his exit. He's got a whole train of cars lining up to take advantage of this. Probably has the best car to defend against that, though. Oh, someone goes off in the back, but looks to be save it. That's
Ethan Marvin.
Yep.
Gonna leave Schwartz in there. He's got Matt Higgs. Can I become Mr.? Too many M's.
There's yeah.
Let's hop
Higgs in there
around.
looking really racy, actually.
And well, we had Douglas getting real close with Andrew Reif, but seems to have opened up a little bit of a gap. A lot of people are just close everywhere.
Yeah, we have a car going off. That's Donovan Colton, a silver leader, losing a few spots here as he dips a wheel into the dirt out of T1.
And as he rejoins, it slows a couple cars down behind him.
Everyone has to check up. They're going 2x2 again.
Andre Lloyd here lost a few places.
Yep. You've got the taxi and the red Mustang going side by side. It's so hard to overtake here when you're one-on-one with someone. You want to pounce on every opportunity that comes your way.
Josh Damiani just got a place on Panzo.
And Hartman was off again there for a second. Throws him off for the next couple of turns, unfortunately.
Loses spot here, yep, and under pressure.
Side by side through turn 7. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Gonna cost
really
them
hurts
both
for
a lot
both
of time.
cars. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's not good.
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh, what happened here?
Oh, I count 7 or 8 cars wrapped up in that.
No. Ow. No, hold the brakes. Ouch. Ouch.
Absolutely hate to see that.
Yeah.
Andre Lloyd into the pits, presumably for damage.
Yep.
I would bet Colton trying to
Kevin
make a
Kovac as
move
well.
there.
Yeah.
So Jerry, Byron, and Higgs all follow.
Yeah, while all this is happening, by the way, Evan Kim is lining up a move on Goriel for P1. He got a really good exit. I think Goriel must have made a mistake before Evan's all over the rear of his bumper. It's really attacking him. We'll see if he tries to... Just showing his nose on the inside. Yep. Just trying to put him off, put him under pressure. He's got a way tighter line here. This pair pulling away slightly from Roy Key behind them in 3rd place, but if they fight for too long, it's going to draw Key back in. So far, Goriel doing everything, doing enough to hold his spot in P1. Evan does have the fastest lap of the race so far with 24.3.
Well, there are 5 people in the pits now, so I guess that particular little incident ended up being quite a disaster.
Yeah, I counted, I think, 7 cars involved in it.
We'll see how Jess does. I think Jess, as we saw that in the shot, is right in front of our leaders. If you see that Porsche several car lengths ahead of in front of Goriel. So Jess has already made his pit stop. He did on lap 1 or 2. He's gonna run all the way to the end, I believe, hoping to just drive in clear air and undercut all the traffic. He's definitely gonna undercut a bunch of cars here. All the cars caught in that incident.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Donovan Colton, the silver leader, just lost another spot to Gardner. As we're keeping an eye on trying to keep an eye on our leaders. Not sure what the camera's doing, huh?
Yeah, Nico Suave is a solid 10 positions ahead of him right now, so that's definitely good for his championship.
Yeah.
He's currently the silver leader of the race. And Josh Damiani here looking to maybe catch up on Marvin. It's pretty close.
Yeah, the highest speed through the speed trap so far on this race is 250 kph by Douglas Mitchell, the Lexus Power. I don't think any car uses 6th gear on this track. Not enough straight. Oh.
It looked like Damiani was going to go for a move there.
Yeah.
But it looks like he got a little wiggle on that turn. That's driven a bit of a gap there.
Someone's off by the leaders. Higgs. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he was off track for a moment there.
Oh, he's going really slow right now.
He's just trying his best to let cars by.
Higgs, I believe, was the car earlier that got hit, spun out and got hit. It's the sole Lamborghini on track, so yeah, that's him.
Yep.
He's pulled over now.
Well,
I wonder if that's it.
Thankfully able to get out of the way there that time.
Oh, yep, he's gone.
Yep. Not sure what. I guess that Lambo was just not feeling it for him tonight. And Evan
Kim.
Drag racing down here with Simon Goriel must have gotten a much better exit.
Maybe we could see a replay of what happened. Although Goriel's gonna get a run on him right now. Evan dips a wheel into the dirt. Covers off the inside though.
And Roy,
they both get past Jess, so I wonder if there was something with traffic there where Goriel got caught up.
I took a look at the replay, and Goriel went a little wide coming out of the last corner, and Evan just got the jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Held on to the inside.
We'll keep an eye on that, see if Goriel can put some pressure on Evan and make him earn it this time.
Not that Evan hasn't earned his previous wins.
Well, he did. But he's got to really work for it this time. Schwartz.
Yeah. Further back, Doug looks like he's putting pressure on Rife in front of him.
Opera, you got him.
A few battles up and down the hill, yeah.
Yeah, we do. Nico Suave here. Arct is coming up on Roy Key also, so we'll keep an eye on that. That's very close. Like, overlap close. Let's see.
Boonstra and Suave. Very close.
Yeah, and those two are going to be fighting for...
Yeah, these two fighting is just drawing everybody in behind them. They're all coming up, so... Arct is in a... Oh, no! They closed in really fast there.
Oh, no.
That
is brutal for Arct.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets spun around by Andrew, I believe. Comes in hot right behind him and drives right through him, seemingly like he didn't exist. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but that's unfortunate for Arct there.
Somebody wants to see that one again.
Yeah.
Like that.
That promotes Doug up to P4. So...
And it's a shame because Archer's doing really well
yeah.
in this one, so I'm sure he's pretty bummed. Brian Anderson here. What did Diggs just do?
Yeah.
Nope, he's still here.
Diggs, that was Higgs before.
Yeah.
This is Diggs. Diggs went off.
Ooh, Diggs
Let's
got
see.
tapped by somebody.
Oh. I wonder if that was Brian, because I see Brian losing a place right now.
Yeah.
Brian and Nico Suave are swapping places.
Yeah, I
They're probably
believe that
fighting.
was Brian Anderson who gave him a tap.
Yeah, there's a pretty tight battle here for P8 between Nico Suave, Boonstra, Schwartz, Marvin, and Damiani. Everybody's only a couple tenths apart from each other. That's what we're watching right now on the screen.
So, yep. Boons right here. Let's go. New view.
So,
Hey, sorry to see how bad that was going for you. Yeah, this is tightly bunched here. And ooh, in the back. A little bit of,
Rigatoni and Krochik side by side
Yeah.
for a second there.
looks like there might have been a tap.
Hartman trying to take advantage of Rigatoni losing a bit of speed.
Yep. That was tight.
That gives Krochik a break, though. He can try and run away from the two of them.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Higgs. So hopefully next week will be much better for you. Holly really wants to get past this Lexus.
I think a lot of people have been wanting to get past Alexis this season.
Yes.
So Evans opened up a 2-3 second gap now to Goriel,
Yeah,
who in turn has a 3 second gap over Key. So the top three are kind of settling into their own rhythm right now. We'll see how the strategy plays out. Tire wear is not really that big of a factor over here. It's more of a track position traffic. You don't want to be held up in traffic. So if you're held up in traffic, you can probably do an early stop. You can also do a really late stop if you think you're going to come out in traffic whenever you pit. You mitigate your losses. So meanwhile, Smith here is making a move, trying to on Colton, it looks like.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
silver leader is at risk
Yeah.
of losing another position back there.
Yeah, Colton is down in P18. So silver championship leader, not the silver race leader in this race so far.
no,
Even
that
goes onto the grass a little bit coming out of turn 7.
yeah, silver race leader would go to Nico Suave.
Yeah, that's who it is right now. I'm interested to see how it plays out for Jess Osborne, who pitted really early and hasn't had to deal with traffic pretty much all race, other than when the couple of leaders passed him. So we'll see where he is once everyone's done their round of stops. And on top of that, see how his tires hold up for the rest of the race. Couple more cars opting to dive into the pits. It's only 15 minutes through the race. We've already had about 10 cars that made the stop. A number of them for damage though, so.
Yeah. Andrews trying to put pressure on Douglas back, not back here, but up here. Josh Damiani.
Making a move on Marvin there. Couldn't get it done in time for these very tight corners.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and he takes a bit of
Not
grass. That's
the fast
gonna.
line.
Yep. This is Champion Motorsports teammate Krocek there behind him.
Colton's lost two places.
A couple of spots now. Yeah, I was trying to see if maybe he went off or something, but
Yeah.
I don't see
Yep,
that.
he did.
Oh,
he went off after turn 7 there.
It looks like he's pulling over to the side now, Colton, like on the main straight. He's just pulled over and let Diggs through. I wonder if I wonder
he might have damage.
He really went off the side there.
Well, though he passed the pit lane after his incident, so
yeah, Diggs is way behind him. There's in the replay we can see him catching up, and then he just lets him through on the straight. It looks like it was strange.
So Krocek and Damiani still battling back here,
Yeah, and right behind them you've got Hartman, Gardner, and Rigatoni as well.
Yep. And if they keep fighting, that'll give them a chance to catch up.
If I were Damiani right here, I mean, in this part of the track, unless they're already right next to you on the straight, just ignore the mirror. Oh no! Don't come back to the track.
Spins.
Okay, he does really well.
He does a good job to hold the brakes. Yep.
Yeah. He's gonna try and spin around. Someone's coming around though. Okay, they're gonna have to take avoiding action here, but that's about the best thing, all you could hope for at that point. So he does really well. His rear tire is gonna be burning up right now.
Yep.
So not the worst time to dive into the pits if I were him.
For sure.
Let's see if he opted. No, he's gonna keep going.
Something about a Nissan GTR flying past you that just makes you want to overtake them back.
Brian Anderson looking to see if he can get past Andy Speed.
Yeah, the pace up and down the field, other than our leader Evan Kim, was last lap was 23.8. Everybody's pretty much doing mid-24s. Evans now opened up a 5-second gap to Goriel.
Yeah, he's the only driver who's set a time in the 23s so far.
Yep. Jess Osborne currently running in P24. Yeah. There are a couple of other silver drivers ahead of him who've already pitted. Well, Schwartz actually, the only one looks like.
Hartman pops into the pits. Krocek popped into the pits.
Here. Interesting tire marks there.
Good strategy from both. They've both been following someone really closely for a few laps without being able to get by.
Yep.
Hopping into the pits is always a smart move there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the pit entry here, you can be really aggressive if you know what you're doing. You can really maximize the entry and minimize the amount of time you lose, but it's so easy to get it wrong. We've seen some, if I remember right, I think we just saw tire marks that led right into the guardrail there, so somebody found out.
Yep, that happened in D5 last night as well. We had a driver just come in too hot, go right into the guardrail.
Yep, there's a huge bump. It's a chicane, the pit entry. It looks like you can do it. Oh no! Who is that?
That's Andrew Wright.
Andrew.
Oh, he just streaks across track.
Wait, what is he doing? Let's figure out what actually happened.
Oh, he lost it very randomly.
So it was already. That was fine, under control, and just
a little too much grass. Unfortunate. He has taken a dive into the pits.
Now. Yep.
Yep.
He did almost bump right into Suave there, but did notice him in time. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Rife's having an eventful race. unfortunately had that contact with Art earlier as well.
So
Doug is still on Roy Key's rear view, filling it up with that huge Lexus grill.
it's
Terrifying.
quite a bit closer than he has been for the the race up until now.
If I were Doug, if I feel like I've got pace in hand and being held up here, I would probably dive into the pits.
Diggs looking to make a move on Burns. Interesting place to do it. Gets it done. Burns decided not to fight too much and braked early.
Oh,
Maybe we can see a replay of that.
sure. Why not? Not much else at the moment.
So that's
Goriel is the early
Yep.
first one of the leaders to go hopping in the pits now.
So this is exactly like I described before. Does he go around the outside? Yep, he just commits around the
does.
outside. Yep. Although that Porsche looks like has been through some battles.
Well, and he decided to hit the brakes rather than go side by side through Surtees.
Nah, Doug got
Doug
past
makes it
Roy.
past Corey Key. Let's see how that happened. Finally. So this is going into T1. Is that Andrew in front of them? That was weird. He just sends it up the inside. Oh no.
Yeah.
Just says,
Puts
this
it
is my
real
corner.
tight.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
just shoves the front of his car in there and says, I'm not going anywhere.
Move it.
Doug
Yep.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yep. And that would be that is not right. Is that Colton that they just passed as they're doing that? I don't know.
That might have been Colton.
It might have been.
So
No, that
that's
was.
what's
No,
that,
that was
Andrew?
Colton. That was Colton.
No, Andrew was behind him. So,
Yeah.
Nico getting a spot on Art, who has fallen back to P15.
Badman's currently running P1 and P2. Roy Key is not giving it up yet. He's still holding on to the rear of Doug's car.
Yeah. Goriel and everyone behind him has made their pit stop.
Andy Speed and Ethan Marvin hopped into the pits.
Yeah. In a normal race, around about a 35-minute mark, I'd say it's the best time to pit anyway if you're going to take new tires. So you get the benefit of the new tires and a lighter fuel load. Brands Hatch not always a normal race. It really depends on track position. You really don't want to be held up in traffic. So Evan, Doug, Roy have Doug and Roy probably have a big decision on when they want to make that pit. Evan probably has some margin.
Definitely. And Diggs is following fairly close to Smith. Probably going to try and close that up a little bit more as they approach the final turn.
Yeah, things are pretty spread out. A couple people who are within about a half second, but not too much within striking distance.
Yeah, we'll see if Diggs can pull off that same move again. He looks to be closing in, biding his time. We'll see if he can set up in the next couple of corners from now here.
Yep. Biding his time, but at the same time, you want to get the move done before you get to the forest section.
Yeah. So he's a little bit further back here. We'll see how he goes to entry. He's so much more aggressive on entry. See if he can get a good exit. I think he does. It's a slightly later apex. I think it's too far back though.
Yeah, I agree. He's not gaining on him fast enough. Has to be patient.
I'm not used to seeing an Audi on track.
They are very rare this season.
Oof.
See Logan
I think
coming up on Krawczyk. Roy Keys hopped into the pit.
Damiani's hopped in the pit as well. It'll be interesting to see where they come out.
Yep.
Matt Smith. Matt?
Martin.
Martin, yeah.
Smith, who is battling with Diggs, does dive into the pits. So that releases Diggs into P4 at the moment.
Ooh. Logan there letting Krawczyk trying to remind him that he's behind them.
So Key and Damiani are both in the pits. Key is pulling out. Well, Key is way ahead of him on track. So Key's coming out on track now. We'll see where he comes out. Or with regards to Goriel just goes past him. So Key's it's only a second back from Goriel.
Yeah, of the drivers who have done their pit stop, Key only lost one place.
Simon Goriel is currently the fastest lap.
Key currently has the fastest stop at 53 seconds time spent in pits. Goriel spent 58 seconds, so probably explains why Key's only a second behind Goriel right now. 2 seconds by the time he's probably still warming up his tires, but really close that gap up. Doug and Panzo in the pits.
Schwartz and Paulie Hartman here battling. It looks like Schwartz might be.
Paulie is probably going to stick it up the inside here and just brake late. If
trying.
He has to drive for it. No, he doesn't.
Nope.
So we'll see when Doug comes out. Maybe we can watch Doug in the pit lane here. We'll watch Rocky. Rocky's coming around the last corner right now. Doug's just about to start moving. Rocky is flying down the main straight. Doug's just exiting the pit lane. There goes Goriel. There's Key coming around the corner now. And they come side by side. It's turn one. Key has a momentum, but it's not going to go too wide. He does go too wide.
Doug's at the inside.
Doug just plays it cool. Keeps the inside line. And he's going to go deep. Okay, recovers quickly and closes off the inside. Doug's going to be careful here. His tires
right
are
out of
cold.
the pits.
Yep. He's going to be under attack here for the whole lap. Key's going to keep the pressure up. This now is the best time to try and move.
Damiani and Marvin and Gardner all piled up together. We're back here to see how they did.
Evan's in the pits. Evan Kim leaders in the pit. So I'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, I
don't think he's too worried though.
Yeah, I don't expect there to be too much excitement when he comes out.
Oh, and Rowdy Burns, the last to pit, as he passes Evan now, is the race leader.
I believe that he pit last week also.
Did he?
Yeah, I remember
I forget where he finished last week, so maybe
I don't know where he finished.
This is the biggest brain strategy of them all.
I didn't do anything.
If the server dies, still have to use the result of the last lap that completed, right?
Window size shrunk, huh?
Would that just ignore whether they've fulfilled the pit requirement though?
I don't know. It's not his fault that it's pit windows open for another 29 minutes, so
true.
It's not obligated to do it.
That could be the strat.
Oh, that's
I don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
No, I was trying to figure out which one it was. It wasn't that one.
What are you trying to do?
Somebody said it shrunk, and I didn't do anything, so.
It shrunk? What shrunk?
Yes, window size shrunk. Yeah, lured somebody off. I'm not sure who that is. Gardner, let's see. What? Oh, looks like he just.
Looks fine to me.
Oh yeah,
it got me all excited.
I think that was Twitch. Because it just did it to me too. It twitched.
Oh yeah.
It added screen below the video and above the title. but it's fixed now. So I think that was just a certified Twitch moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do anything to that.
We've got Josh Damiani trying to make a move on Selena Boonstra. Does it sound wrong? Never mind.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll blame Martin.
Yeah.
I got Logan here right behind Krocek, really looking to get past him, with Marvin a little bit ahead behind Schwartz. Keep an eye on that. Two little clusters of cars battling. And Logan's fighting with Krocek has brought in Diggs in the rear. Meanwhile, Marvin and Schwartz gets past, and Josh Damiani is right behind Selena.
Almost close enough to go for a move there.
Almost, but probably not a great spot.
Yeah, you need some sort of overlap coming into the corner, otherwise you're way better off just slotting in behind.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't want to battle too long. You go side by side with another car through the forest here for too long, you're going to draw in the car behind you. And what do you know? The car behind Josh Damiani is his best friend this season, Andrew Rife.
Yeah. They've got some friendly history.
Only the friendliest history.
So Arct has made it up to P9 after his unfortunate incident earlier on. So that's been a pretty nice jump.
Nice recovery there, yep.
Yeah. 'Cause that was a pretty rough spot for him.
Yeah. Arc2 is catching a silver leader, well, off the ones with pit anyway, Nico Suave.
Yeah, for Suave, this race really couldn't be going any better for his championship odds. Only 11 points behind Colton, and now, a dozen points ahead of him.
Yep. Colton's down in P22 and
positions.
Yeah. It'll be a huge haul of points for Suave here.
A little bit further ahead, I've got Brian Anderson, who's caught up to Roy Key. Roy Key, who is now after... Well, I guess he'll get back up to P4 once Mr. Burns takes a pit stop.
And they're going to catch traffic in front here.
Yes, they are. It looks like Brian's...
Anderson does a switchback.
Ooh.
And
Holds
sticks it
inside.
Nice.
Very beautiful.
That was a really good move.
Yeah, it was. Meanwhile, in the back, Max Diggs is right behind Logan, coming into turn 1.
Turn 1, yeah, that's the same thing almost. Nice.
And is right ahead of him coming out of turn 1.
Yep, just much more confident on throttle even, it looks like, really. Getting the power down, get the drive out over the crest. Got Paulie Hartman in the back, almost lining up with Schwartz here. Oh,
Very
Schwartz
close to Schwartz.
moves across to block off the ID line. Paulie's going to have to slot back in again behind. He's probably frustrated back here.
I think he could have gone for the inside there. I think he could have forced the issue a little bit.
Yeah, but it looks like he thought better of it.
He needs to think of the entertainment value a little more, I think.
Paulie,
I know, right?
You're a commentator.
Give us
You should know.
something.
Send it. You're within a second. Just
Always send it.
Champion mentality, champion motorsports. Do it. You need to catch up to Evan. You got 20 minutes.
Diggs looking to now that Diggs sort of sandwiched a little bit, but he wants to get past Krocek.
Yeah, Diggs has been making some moves in this second stint here in this race after the pits.
And up ahead, Josh Damiani is really putting the pressure on Selena.
Yeah, I think this is the best chance he's had so
And he's
far.
going to take it.
Send it up the inside. Selena's going to try and do a cutback. She's nowhere to go, though, so we'll see. She has a really good exit
She's right
here.
behind him.
Yep.
Yep.
And Porsche drag racing from Mustang is not going to work, I think. You got to stick in the draft and send it up the inside, maybe, but look at the gap that's opened up already.
She left the slipstream immediately.
Yeah. The Josh seems to have that one under control for now. We'll see if Selena can close it up in the twistier bits here, though.
Yeah, she's got Rife behind her there, so she doesn't probably want to be messing around losing too much time.
Yeah, if Rife catches up fast enough, maybe Selena will think about releasing him and letting them play. Might help her out in the long term.
But that gap's opening up a little bit. Not sure. And the gap between Rife and Selena is closing.
Yeah.
Let's check on Polly and Schwartz. They keep rubber banding their gap there. It's closed and it opens up. And
so we haven't seen any drive-through penalties here yet. Did you have any in your race last night?
I don't think so. We had a stop and go 30 for speeding in the pit lanes. Pit lane, singular. But I don't remember any drive-throughs. To be honest, I'm not even really sure what parts of this track you could even cut and gain an advantage. It's pretty punishing for cutting.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the gaining an advantage part, but you know, the calculations sometimes insist that you gain an advantage even though you're pretty sure you didn't. So
yeah.
I think we had a number of drivers in D1 who drove pretty much the entire race on 3 warnings. So, yeah. Holly is
110. He's looking at
it's
if he
really
can get
close. He needs to keep it close here and try and send it into turn 4. Oh, it's gonna try up here on the inside. Makes it stick, so gonna hug the inside. Try to get a good exit here. He's a little bit conservative in the exit, but I think he's got it. That was a nice move.
That was very clean.
Yeah, we'll see if Smith can immediately turn it back, but it looks like he's dropped back a little bit far here.
And that Schwartz behind him.
Oh, yeah. Schwartz. Krochik and Diggs a little bit back, or
that would be Smith, Krochik, and Diggs all there.
Rowdy Burns finally goes into the pits.
Finally.
It looked like Evan had caught up to him, which is a pretty good sign that you should probably pit.
We'll see if Rowdy Burns can come out and do a fastest lap here. 20 minutes to go. It's probably really light on fuel, freshest tires, at least like 10 laps newer than everybody else's. So do something, Rowdy. Drive backwards. I don't know.
The late pit does not seem to be paying off for him.
No. It's kind of painful when you're just sitting in the pits and everybody's just... I had a bad pit stop last night. I missed my box. I accidentally repaired damage I didn't want to. I lost like 10 spots in those few extra seconds. It was just a train that went past right as I came out, so...
Yep, there he goes. He pit from the lead and comes out in 21st with Colton right behind him.
Take a look at that.
Well.
Yeah, this is a huge win for Nico in the Silver Championship. This is...
Yeah.
It really couldn't have gone much better for him.
Yeah. Jeff Spangler is cheering him on. Jeff who did an Evan Kim last night in D1. just 0 airtime and just won the
Ooh.
race. Oh,
Oh,
Krochik
Kroch.
goes off. Loses a few spots here.
Yep.
Maybe we can get a replay of what happened.
Sure, he was right behind, looking to almost make a move.
Yeah.
I think. And
I think he
breaks himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he went off rather than hit the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he just outbreaks himself and misses the corners. Just saves the car instead of gives up a few spots, but.
Which happens.
Yeah. Nico Suave is actually catching Andy Speed
Yep.
in P6, so we'll see how risky he wants to take it.
That will just be more points for him.
Yep. Rife is also closing up to the rear of Selena Boonstra.
Ooh. Josh has gotten a 2-second gap over since he got by. Now with the silver championship, you know, Nico, I don't know how he feels about Kyalami the next last race of the season. So if some of these guys maybe aren't as comfortable on there, they might be contributing to their decisions on how risky they're willing to be here to get another couple extra points. So he's here behind Andy Speed. Yeah, slowly closing that gap. Not
Biggs is really closing in on
pushing it.
Smith back in the battle for 16th.
Yes, he is. So they're
Got 4 cars all together.
So Suave in P7 right now is on for 72 points. Where's Colton?
well, you might want to
He's
also
in 22nd.
He's in 22nd, and then Selena's
second.
I think also in the top 3
Yeah.
of
So
Yep.
Colton's
Yes, and
in
second place, or third place, I mean, is not even racing
Yeah.
tonight.
So P22 gets 31 points. So Nico currently now has a 41-point swing over Donovan from 11 points back. So the way it stands, it'll be 30 points ahead. Matt Artem is not racing. Selena is currently 33 points behind Donovan. Where is she?
She is
She
in
is-
P10.
Yeah, she's just a
10,
couple
so
places
10.
behind
That's
Suave.
60 points. 60 points. So she's going to get 30 points on him. And she's only 33 back. So she's going to close the gap right up to him for, as it stands for
For the lead.
P2. Yeah, for the lead of the championship. So in the silver, it's really tight up here going into the final race as it stands.
So a very good race for Suave and for Boomstra.
Yep.
Yep, it could still be anyone's race,
Yeah.
anyone's championship.
Now Selena
Well,
just
in
has to
silver
keep
anyway.
Rife behind her, but he's closed that gap up. And Krochik back here in this little cluster, 2 seconds behind, and then in front of him a couple spots. Max Diggs is, sorry, not 2 seconds, 2/10 behind Smith. See if one of these guys can catch up to the other.
Yeah, Diggs, Logain, and Krochik are really tight right now. P, battle for P, actually for Smith as well as P6, battle for P16. Got 4 cars here. That's what we're watching. We're on board with Krochik in the back of that 4-car pack.
I figured it's a good view. You can see them all.
Yeah, in D1 last night, I think on like the second last lap or something, we had like a 6 or 7 car train, and Cord Dromo from the rear of that train at the beginning of the lap ended up at the front of the train at the end of the lap. So it was shuffling all around. So you never know. It's Brands Hatch. Anything could happen. It's SRA. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
You might flood. Oh.
I think someone just touched a little bit of grass there.
A little bit.
A little bit, but they're still in the same order.
By the way, up ahead at the front, Douglas Mitchell is half a second behind Goriel. So I'm not sure what happened there with Goriel, and right behind them, someone gets spun.
Uh-oh.
Rife is making a move on Boonstra.
He is. Let's take a
Coming
look
out
at
of turn
that.
1 right here. The Rife has an inside line. Boonstra needs to keep it tight. So he needs to slot in right behind him right now. Try to stay on his tail. So same thing as before with when Damiani got past. She needs to stay on his tail here though, instead of diving out the draft to give her any chance of sending it up the inside in the forest.
Yep.
So she closes it up in entry.
Fastest lap currently is a 1:23.147 by Evan Kim.
Yeah, which I believe is faster than his qualifying lap. I think, maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
23.1 is pretty fast for a race lap.
Yeah. Yep. Back to this little cluster. Let's see.
It's actually exactly the same as his qualifying lap. Exactly the same. 1:23.147.
Consistency.
Well, Logan's been about a half second behind Max, so I've been focusing on Max and Krochik behind him. So I guess Logan's pretty safe for now.
I think Evan's going to be moved to D1 for the last race of the season.
And
Oh,
Max,
there's a move.
Oh, he's trying.
A bold move there.
Yep.
If he can hang on to the inside, he could have a pretty good run.
So he's going to have to try to stick it up the inside and get early on power. Don't go out wide, too wide. The cars behind are waiting to pick up the pieces there. You got Logain just trying to be opportunistic. He's going to try and push him down the road here.
He's going to try and bump
Maybe
draft
go on
him.
the outside. Yep. Let's help him down, and then it's going to hopefully stick it around the outside.
And Logan's gonna
It goes a little deep. Now he's going to...
Oh, they're all side by side back
Yeah.
there. I'm sorry, but we have to look.
Yeah, Diggs up ahead is like happy to just watch them battle in the distance. So he's opened up a 1 second gap already.
Yeah, immediately. Immediately gives him a good opportunity to just try and run away.
We're good.
It was good defense to stay ahead from Smith.
You'll be happy to know I didn't actually put the camera on Logan. Just all the people around him. A quick jump up ahead. Douglas Mitchell really up the backside of Goriel, trying to get that P2 so he can line up another team.
They take so much grass on the outside of that turn. It scares me every time.
Yeah, you should though.
'Cause I am simply not. I am not that kind of pace.
It's a little bit intimidating at first, but I think if you do like a track walk and you watch, it's actually like grasscrete out there.
Yeah,
It's
sort of like
perfectly
after turn 3 there, you go out wide and the grass just is safe.
Yeah, exactly. It's super grippy. You can just go full send on it. You can carry so much more speed if you commit to it, and don't get it wrong.
Grasscrete.com, is that a new
It's-
SRA sponsor?
It's
Yeah.
it should be.
Art. Looking to get a spot on Nico.
It's a real website.
Yeah, Grasscrete's a real thing.
I didn't think it was gonna
I
be a
wasn't
real
kidding.
website.
You can buy it for your home.
I clicked on the link. I mean, it looks nice. That's, you know, if I was a homeowner, that'd be an ideal driveway.
You know what else is nice? Triple stint gloves. They're so good. I was not paid to say that. I paid.
You say that.
You should pay me back.
I don't know. I've got Sparko gloves. I feel like a real
those
racer.
Are bad. Those are bad.
No, they're pretty good.
But you can only do one stint with them.
I don't know. I think my endurance series performances say otherwise.
Okay. Well, we see Doug here.
Yep. Really hoping he
really
can get
closing
one.
up. Just going all the way to the edge of the track there, just trying to eke out every last bit of speed.
Oh!
Shows his nose up the inside, trying to put him off.
Stay
Goriel goes
strong,
defensive.
Goriel.
Doug's gonna dip into the dirt.
Ooh.
Saves catches it though.
Oh, the triple stint gloves come with stickers? Okay,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
does change things.
I got stickers, so I got 2 stickers. So that's how good it is. How many stickers do you get?
I got
Sparkle
0
gloves.
stickers, so
So these are basically infinitely, but you get infinitely more. Well,
that
you
is
get
a
2 more.
big pro.
Yeah.
I love stickers.
I got stickers. I got the best packaging ever on those gloves. I won't share them. They're the best things ever. But they're so good, I'm actually keeping it and putting it on my wall. But I won't share them. You're just gonna have to buy them to find out what it is.
No, yeah, I love stickers. Hint, SRA admins, hint.
Back here, it looks like Smith got past Logan. Who is still right behind him, though, so not ready to give up that position. Sorry. Crutching there got a little close.
Krochik's very close there.
Yes.
Not quite close enough to make a move, but enough to remind Logan that he's there.
Absolutely. Coming into this turn.
I think that's the
Whoa.
first time you said absolutely tonight.
Shush.
It's a new record.
Arced is very close to Suave.
Art
Yeah.
is putting the pressure on, and right behind him is Damiani in this as he battles.
I wanted
losing
to
time. Damiani's right up with him.
go back, and it looked like Goriel and Douglas had swapped positions a couple
Yeah.
times, but
It did see that, yeah.
but it doesn't look like it was really anything at all. So let's look at
Yeah.
Josh.
It might have been like a small tap, and I think Doug let him back through. Is what it looked like
Mm.
in the timing screen. Anyway, I don't know what happened.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Doug might have ping issues again because a couple times now he's shown on my timing as having gone down 19 places and then back up.
Oh, he just wants that like award for the most overtakes.
Yeah.
He's hitting the lag button just to do that.
Selena really riding Rife here and there. Oh,
Wrong phrasing again. Why do we
Bosley.
do that every time?
You
You said
know-
it.
Yeah, but
we could have just not pointed it out.
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't said it. Anything about it.
She's very close though, and Rife takes kind of an odd line through that corner.
Yeah, we're approaching final 5 minutes of the race here. Very eventful race. Well, for most people, not P1,
Yep.
but
Did we
When's the
watch
last
it?
time Evan had an eventful race?
Yeah.
Paul Ricard when he forgot to press start.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he worked for it in Zandvoort. He where did he finish Zandvoort?
Well, see, Zandvoort was a tricky. Wait. Was Zandvoort
Wasn't
the...
he,
No,
he,
no, no.
he didn't. He didn't win, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did not have to work hard. He got past whoever had placed P1, and that was the end of it.
Okay. Well, we got Damiani on Arc here, so we're watching.
Yep.
We also further back with swap
Schwartz
Diggs
and
and Schwartz
Diggs.
just swatched places. So Diggs finally gets that move done into turn 4. I think that's where we've seen most of the moves tonight. Turn 4 and turn 1. Damiani, Arc,
Oh.
and Suave still. Oh, Boonstra and Rife
Right. And
are having.
Hanzo there
There's Panzo
trying to
behind
see what
them.
he can do with that.
Yep, Selena needs to take the inside lines too late now, I think. Yep. So Andrew's got the overlap. It's just powering through right now. We'll see if she can get a better line here. Tucks in behind, takes a tighter line. Andrew goes out
Ooh,
wide.
Rife goes wide. That
Very
gives
wide.
Selena
There
back
goes
the inside
Selena
line.
and Panzo. Panzo's gonna try and do one here. No.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just checking up.
And now it's a
Panzo and Marvin are
5-car
there.
battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
That's bringing everyone in right now.
Yep.
Selena doing a great job just sticking to what she has to do. Gets the place back.
Yeah, she did great to take advantage of
Yep.
Rife going a bit wide there.
Yep.
Yeah, Damiani and Art. Damiani's still on his rear bumper. They've got Nico in front of them, so Nico has opened up a little bit of a gap as the two of the cars behind him are battling.
Yeah, I guess he's giving a breather there.
Doug and Goriel
They're
are
still
Really
close.
close.
someone's
again.
someone's off track there in front of them. That's
Suave.
Suave's off track.
Yeah.
He's safe though. He's back on.
Yeah, he's back on. He just loses those 2 spots back on, but Selena's
But that's okay for the championship. He's still 5 points ahead of
Oh
Selena.
yeah. He just
yeah. So it just reduces his lead coming out of this race.
His heart rate is probably in the quadruple digits right now.
No, he's a very suave guy. He'll be fine.
Damiani and Art here battling away. Very close. But Josh not quite making it.
Yeah, we still got a 5-car battle for P16. And they're swapping places there. Coming into turn 2. That's Smith and Logain swapping places, Audi and the Mustang. And Logain looks to be under pressure here from Crosscheck behind him. Crosscheck's gonna try and send one up the inside. That's a bit... No! Oh, we saw that coming a mile away.
Oh no.
Oh, and he just spins it into the wall. Don't tell me he's gonna give up now for a minute or 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go.
Oh, he's got it back on track and he's gonna
Okay.
keep going.
Yeah. So Gardner makes up 2 spots there.
And that just broke up that cluster of cars.
That leaves it with just Smith on Schwartz right now. The other 3 cars have all fallen back behind.
I do not doubt there's a lot of cursing. It probably
Leaders on the final lap.
probably sounds like a pirate ship there.
So Damiani is still stuck behind Art. Doug still behind Goriel. Rife still behind Boonstar and Rigatoni behind him. This is the last lap then. Evan Kim is about 20 seconds away from another win.
Did we watch Evan today?
We watched him overtake for P1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we
then.
did.
Yep.
Okay.
So Evan's coming down right around the last corner right now to take P1 victory and the fastest lap.
Wait, there's 9 seconds left.
Oh, not the last lap. Evan's
Now
gonna
we're
do
on the
another
last lap.
He really could have parked the car in Claros because
Yeah,
he
I
really
know.
could have.
But you know, maybe just give Doug another chance to for one more lap to make a move here. Damiani is also on Arc.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Give Doug another lap. See what he can do with it.
Yeah, Doug's actually dropped back a little bit here. Goriel just has to not make a mistake. Just do what he's been doing. He should lock in this P2. Damiani. Damian is really close to Art out of T1 here.
Hanzo's really close to Rafe. Just behind. But not in a position to make a move.
Damiani's closest he's ever been to Art coming onto the straight in the middle here. Not sure if he has quite enough space, if he's going to do a last lap lunge here. I think he's too far back. He's going to need Art to make a small mistake here for him to get any chance. So Evan Kim takes the checkered flag for the win.
We'll see him in another episode of the Evan Kim podcast.
Yeah, Goriel is going to come in P2 and Doug in P3.
Doug real close behind though.
Yeah, 0.3 seconds, I believe, the gap across the line.
So good effort from Doug, of course.
Here's Damiani with the last corner. No, I think that's about it. Straight here's not long enough for you to make a move. So good race by these two guys. Art, good recovery from Art back to finish. Yeah,
Diggs got ahead of Hartman in the last lap.
Wow.
Oh no. And Hartman is way behind.
These are all clustered up. Look at that.
Yeah, look how close that is.
Hartman.
Wow.
Yeah, that was exciting. Little final lap mess. Sorry, Jazz.
Jazz, how did that lap 1 pit stop work out?
Ugh. That's a bummer. So, we have Evan Kim taking P1. P2 was Simon Goriel. P3 was Douglas Mitchell. So I think sounds like we're gonna have another episode of Doug and Evan.
Do it.
Yep, I have to. They are both in there. We're yanking.
I can steal Doug.
Okay.
If you steal Evan.
I stole Evan already.
And the birthday boy.
Hello, friends.
Hello. Another episode of Doug and Evan.
Another episode of Evan driving off into the sunset and me battling for my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
I say it every week, but I'm so sweaty.
I think Evan's probably jealous at this point. It's got to be pretty boring out there.
Well, I had a little bit of a tussle with Goriel to start the race. That was pretty fun. I was hoping it was actually going to last a little longer because we were fighting tough and clean. And clearly he had some really good pace, but yeah, he made just a little mistake in the second last corner, which kind of fed into the final corner. I got a really good run and got him into T1, but it was really fun there for the first 10 minutes. We were cooking. I know we were gapping P3 and back behind us, so I thought it was going to be the two of us kind of driving off into the sunset for the race and try to battle each other. But yeah, it was a good time. Of course, quali would have been nice to take the pole and get an extra point there, but yeah, overall it was a great race. I know, it seemed like Doug had another sweaty one. It was probably a lot more entertaining for the stream, but I had a good time tonight.
Good. Doug, how were those battles?
I had a similar. Oh, it was good. I had a similar move lined up for Goriel. I got a better exit than him in the second to last corner, and then I grabbed just a piece of grass as he was fading off, and I could have gotten the move done, but I just, this is what they tell you: kids don't touch grass. It's dangerous. Okay, don't do that.
Touching grass is the sim racer's worst enemy.
Amen. But all jokes aside, at the beginning, I was right with. who was I with? It was Roy Key was up ahead, and then it was Arced and Andrew Rife, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
And then unfortunately, Rife obviously kissed Arced on the butt, and then they spun, so I snuck by. And then I had the filthiest overtake of Roy Key as he was held up by Andrew when he came out of the pits. I just snuck down the inside of him. It was awesome.
I think we saw that on stream. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cheeky, and I was just grinning from ear to ear, knowing that honestly it was probably a little schemy, but hey, that's racing, right? So
yeah, we were talking about it before the race started. That you know, it might be a nice birthday gift, a nice birthday surprise for you if you got a P1 or P2 or podium here. But from qualifying, it looked like it wasn't quite maybe what you wanted, what you were expecting. So maybe you had to work for it, but I guess it all played out.
Yeah, I honestly, that was probably the best that I could have done in qualifying. And maybe I had an extra 10th, but it wouldn't have really mattered much. I knew this race was going to be all about survival and just keeping the car on track. I mean, you saw so many people just going off and yellow flags left and right. So just trying to keep it calm, and it paid off. It was a fun race, and then ultimately a really good battle with Roy at the end, and then Goriel at the very end. So really fun.
Yeah, there were a few incidences that were a bit messy, but from what I understand, you guys probably were a bit cleaner than anybody else.
Yeah, I think that we didn't have the big one per se. I think there at the beginning there was one that rolled back on track and collected a couple people, but other than that, it was mainly just people duking it out and going off track, as opposed to people clumsily pushing each other off track. So.
Well, there was an incident later on that did involve, I think 7 drivers is what I counted.
Yeah.
7 drivers.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
It led to about 5 early pit stops.
Oh no.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, these things happen, but we brush ourselves off, and we go into the finale next week. That's the dream.
Yeah. How are you feeling, the Lexus in South Africa?
The cheetah has always been the bane of my existence. So I have never raced at Kyalami without hitting the cheetah and destroying my car. So, Evan, how do you feel about it?
Practice avoiding it. I think that's
Connor. Thank you for that. If I could give you a high five right now, I would. And but I honestly, as much as I've practiced, we've done endurance races there. I don't know. I think it's just target fixation. I look at it as I enter the apex, and I always manage to hit it. So, Evan, how are you feeling about Kyalami?
It's one of my more favorite tracks, but I haven't driven there in the Lexus. I know, was it turn? I guess it'd be like 4 or something. I think it's called Barbecue. That left-hander up over the crest. I'd imagine that one's gonna be pretty tough in the Lexus because this car does not like braking and turning at the same time. I know that one you kind of got to chuck it in there and trail the brakes in while you're keeping a pretty high minimum speed there. So I'd imagine that's going to be a problem corner for us. But otherwise, I absolutely love that track. It's got plenty of elevation change and usually leads to pretty good racing from the experiences that we had in the past. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, Evan, I think if you can wrangle the Lexus around Brands Hatch, you can probably make that corner in Kyalami.
We'll see. I don't know. I was actually really worried about tonight. The little bit of practice we were doing, I really didn't feel that great, and found myself in the grass quite a bit, just pushing the car too hard. So, yeah, I got to find that sweet spot with the Lexus, and yeah, hopefully it all turns out good.
He's given everybody else false hopes here.
Well, no, the car is like to Evan's point. Like in practice, if you're pushing the car a little bit too hard, or frankly not enough, you'll find the car slides a lot. But then if you can trail brake and really get the weight transfer properly executed, this car is quick. It's a really small window to drive in. So
yeah, exactly. It's the same as any other car. There's a window where the car's happy being driven in, and just takes a little bit of time to find. And the Lexus is just a little bit more different than others. It's got some quirks to it that are tough to kind of figure out.
I do want to point out that I think it was still your fastest lap at the end of the race, but at one point your fastest lap was exactly the same as your qualifying lap. Like
really?
like 100% just the same time.
Yep. That lap, I was thinking that, man, that thing was straight butter. Like Land O'Lakes, salted or unsalted, whatever you want to call it, that thing was straight butter.
What did you say when you set the lap? You're like heater alert or something stupid like that.
Yep. Coming out of the final corner, like, oh, heater.
And I was like, oh, me too. I just sent a 23.6, and he's like, 23.1. I'm like, holy shit. Oh, but what are you gonna do? It's Evan Kim.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm gonna encourage him to start from the back of the grid next week for some pizzazz.
The straight's so long, he's gonna be halfway through the field anyway.
I mean, not if people block him. We'll put a bounty on this man.
You should disconnect his start button just until like the race gets going. That way he can do another pit lane start.
Accidentally disqualify him on the grid, so he has to start from the pit lane.
Yeah,
I can do a pit lane start.
All right, it's volunteering.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need to implement a success ballast here for coming races on individual drivers. So,
well, you heard it here. That was a legally binding quote. He said, "I'll do a pit lane start." That was legally binding. You said it over the air.
I will do a pit lane start. I will.
You'll still catch up to me, you bastard. Do you remember when we used to do success ballast?
Oh yeah.
Those are the OG days of SRA, man.
Yep.
Those are fun.
That's when Michael had the plus 30 every single week and was still just torching everybody.
Dude, bad. Unreal.
Yeah. Well, good job, guys, locking in that result for Champion Motorsports.
Happy to be involved. Champion Motorsports cleaned up the top 10.
We did.
Yeah.
We got to see after the results get posted and see where the standings are going into the final race. I know I think we're both set up pretty good, Doug, but I think some of the other Champion Motorsports guys are also fighting for the positions too, and I think the Silver Championship is also pretty.
The Silver Championship had a big mix-up. This race. This race was really big for the Silver Championship.
Yep.
It was. I'm excited to see how that pans out.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you guys out of here and grab Simon Goriel so he gets a chance.
Love that. Give the man the stage. He earned it tonight.
Yeah.
He did. He was quick.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on another great race.
See you next week, probably.
You bet.
Thank you, guys.
That's the dream. That's the dream. See you guys.
See
ya. Hey, Simon, congratulations on P2.
Hey, guys, thank you. That was super stressful. I mean, worse than Donington. Donington was rough, and this one was worse, yeah. Like, just no chance to relax. It's just constant pressure. But it was fun.
Yeah, we saw that you came out of the pits, or Doug came out of the pits, either way, like next to each other. Did you have a problem in your pit stop? We saw that you spent a few more seconds in there.
Yeah, I came into the pits a little hot, and I hit the wall. I had like 5 seconds damage. I didn't turn it off, so I was like, "Oh crap! There goes 5 seconds." So I was surprised I came out like where I was. I thought for sure I'd be like P3 or P4, but yeah.
Nice. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Like, you had a pretty intense race.
Yeah, that's to say the least. It was super intense. Doug was making me really nervous, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna try and keep this position as much as I can. I knew I wasn't gonna stay in front of Evan. I was just like, I'll just let him pass. Well, even though he passed me, but I knew he was gonna pass eventually. I'm like, all right, I'll be happy with P2.
Yeah, he was saying that when he was in here. He was hoping that might have lasted a little bit longer, but I guess coming out of the one turn.
Yeah, I got stuck by. Yeah, I got stuck by one of the back markers, and that caught me off guard, and I kind of went off track, and then that kind of gave him the opportunity to get ahead of me.
Eek. But anyway, great race though, P2. Is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Doug for a hell of a good race. That was super fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot. It was fun watching for us. Checking in. There were a couple battles going on simultaneously through those last 10-15 minutes of the race. So, yeah, we were hopping all around. But, yeah, that was pretty intense. I could imagine that that you were sweating.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and rewatch the stream. Appreciate you guys doing the commentary though, as always.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's a pleasure for us. And,
All right.
well, congratulations and thanks for coming on and joining us up here.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. And I had a special request to pull Nico Suave up in here also. So we're going to do that now. Hello, Nico. Welcome to the commentator's booth and congratulations on a silver win.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you were brought in by special request.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Well, you won silver. We're gonna interview you anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
So it looked like a pretty great result for you, but could have been better until those last couple of laps. Can you talk us through what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know. I just started feeling a loss of grip under acceleration, probably a lap or two late. Bumping up the TC. So I really couldn't explain it otherwise. Just, a lapse for a second there. I'm glad that it was fairly minimal and only 2 positions lost and not more. So I'll take it.
Yeah. So your championship rival, Donovan Colton, did not have a good race today. I think he finished in like P22. I believe this puts you provisionally in the lead for the silver championship going into the final race at Kyalami. How do you feel going into the last race then?
If my math is right, you've got a nice 19-point gap as well.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the gap is to. I think Selena was close.
Yes, Selena is going to jump up to second.
Yeah, so we'll see. I honestly didn't think Brands was a good track of mine for a very long time. I think the quality time that I did was over a second quicker than my personal best before this week. Kyalami is kind of in that same boat, so we'll see if it pans out the same way. It'd be nice, but yeah, did not expect to be here at the beginning of the season in D2, so I'll take it for sure.
Yeah, it was a great race for you this time.
Yeah, uneventful. I think that's the first uneventful Brands race I've had. Well, relatively uneventful except for that last four laps there. But yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Shout out to all the other Champion Motorsports guys. I think great finishes all around for the group. So really happy to contribute there.
Absolutely, yeah. Sorry, we have a joke up here, right? Bosley keeps saying I say absolutely too much, and I almost did it again, but stop.
You absolutely do.
That's fair.
But yes, great race. Sorry to see you having had lost those couple of spots, but you saved it pretty nicely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm again happy with a top 10 first and silver. I'm happy with. I was pretty happy to get the pole for silver. I don't know if you guys saw on stream, but I had a bit of a moment coming out of the last corner on the lap that I set a pole time on. I was actually probably 2/10 slower than I could have been. So that was interesting, but yeah, it was a fun race. I'm happy with the result. Happy to be doing better at Brands and looking forward to the Enduro next weekend for sure.
And how do you feel about Kyalami?
It's an okay track of mine. I haven't lapped a ton there. I've never really had a good feel for that track, but I definitely have an obligation to put the work in now, right?
Definitely.
Yep. I think you'll enjoy it. I mean, I think the general consensus is that it's an enjoyable track with a few challenging spots.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've never raced the McLaren there, so we'll see how that goes. It's been an interesting season so far in the McLaren, so yeah, I'm excited about it. Definitely happy to have a shot at a championship. Not really looking forward to what could come after that, but we'll see. Got to finish the race next.
Yes.
So.
Yep. Yep. So anyway, thank you for joining us in the booth. I know you were trying to run away, and we made you sit tight.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate everything you guys do. Looking forward to watching the broadcast after this. So thank you all. Have a good night.
Lovely. You too.
You too.
All right. And that is another race at SRA with Division 2 all wrapped up. next week we'll be at Kailami, as we've mentioned before. And any special conditions there that we know of?
I don't think so.
It's in the southern hemisphere.
Oh, I know. I meant, is
Upside
it
down?
hot?
We're racing
Is
upside
it
down.
cold?
Yeah,
Is
upside
it
down. Somebody's gonna be
upside
upside down. See that?
Really? Oh, yeah. I guess maybe they would be, or sideways, one of the two.
Someone will hit Cheetah too hard. And
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when Steph used the Lamborghini as a ramp coming out of Cheetah once.
No.
It's like perfect. A Lamborghini facing the wrong way. It was like a perfect ramp-shaped car, and you just went launching over it.
Oh,
long
my
time ago.
memory of
Yeah.
upside down Stephanie is Hungaroring a few seasons
Yeah.
ago.
That's when I was in the Lamborghini. Yes. Yeah, that was a pretty unique moment in my racing.
Should have held the brakes.
Well, they just weren't doing anything. Facing the wrong way. The wheels weren't spinning. But yeah, it'll be a fun race. I usually I would have been on track by now to check it out, but just had other things to do today. So anyhow, hopefully you will all join us, anyone who's still here, next week for the final race of season 12. And thank you for joining us this evening.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, and again, happy birthday to our supreme leader, Douglas Mitchell.
Yes, happy birthday, Sir Douglas Mitchell.
Good night.